Well, hello there. Yes, this might be a little bumpy of a ride for us here, but guess what? It's a lot of fun regardless. So we're going to be doing some tongue twisters. Tongue twisters, that's right. These are basically just phrases that sometimes could trip you up vocally with your words and being able to speak clearly, loudly and clearly, right? So we're going to try to do these tongue twisters while we walk. Being able to chew gum and walk at the same time. It's that old saying, can you do two things at once? We are going to multitask. Feel free to go out on a walk with me while you do these tongue twisters. Just make sure that these tongue twisters don't trip up your feet while you're walking. You have to make do with trying to multitask and seeing if you can use these as extra vocal warm-ups. So let's do this. We're walking through the woods. That's almost a tongue twister right there. Willie walks through the woods and winds up on Wednesday. So here's a tongue twister, one that I had come up with. I drink chai tea while I do Tai Chi. Think about that one. I drink chai tea while I do Tai Chi. I drink chai tea while I do Tai Chi. I drink chai tea while I do chai tea. Wow. I drink chai tea while I do Tai Chi. I drink chai tea, right? Chai tea while I do Tai Chi, which is that almost like karate sort of, not necessarily karate, but more of doing a meditative exercise similar to karate, just not as involved as karate. So that's a cool one. I like this one too. Do you know a synonym for cinnamon? Whoa. Synonym is something that is like something else. So it's like saying cold and cool. They're synonyms pretty much, or hot and warm. Those are synonyms. All right, so we're going to say, do you know a synonym for cinnamon? Just a rhetorical question. We don't actually need to answer it, but try that 10 times fast. Do you know a synonym for cinnamon? Do you know a synonym for cinnamon? Do you know a synonym for cinnamon? That's just 3 times fast, and it's kind of tricky. All right, how about this one? Lily licks large lollipops. Lily licks large lollipops. Lily licks large lollipops. Lily licks large lollipops. It's a lot of L's, la 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 la, right? And that can be sung in the song Lollipop, Lollipop, right? They use that lollipop, lolly 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 lollipop. And it's kind of interesting when you think about it because it's challenging to roll your tongue and get all those L's pretty quickly. Okay, on to some more fun tongue twisters. Here's another one that I really like. It's actually just a really, really long word, made up word, of course, from Mary Poppins, and it's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's a long word. It's like a whole sentence or a paragraph even. So let's try it again. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. 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 So the beginning part is super, then it's califragilisticexpialidocious. So that's how I kind of break it up into small little 2-syllable parts of words, right? And this is different than some of the other tongue twisters and recent video we did with songs that sort of had gibberish, nonsensical parts of words in them. Like do-wah-diddy, that's a little bit different, right? But that's kind of a fun tongue twister. Put a melody behind it too. Why not? That could be a lot of fun to do that with. So let's keep it moving. We got another one. More tongue twisters coming to you. Hopefully they don't twist up my feet so I fall. No, but I digress. Thanks for going on a walk in the woods with me with this. So here we go. The next one is going to be one that I also use sometimes as a vocal warm-up. And it's just to kind of get things moving. And it's a traditional one everybody knows. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. That's just part of it. I don't want to go through the whole thing because I don't want us to get too confused. But see if you can say it fast. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. 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 It's fast, right? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Letter P, a lot of it. And with that one, there's another one that is used commonly. And it's Sally sells seashells by the seashore. 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 You really have to think about it. So it's Sally sells seashells by the seashore. These are all fun tongue twisters to see if you're really paying attention to what you're saying, so you could say it clearly, not mess up the words. And it's a fun way to get things loose in your mouth and your throat using your tongue, your brain, your cheeks even, to say these words clearly so that people can understand it. Because that's when you sing, you got to make sure you're singing the right words to the song that you're singing. Otherwise, people are going to be like, what are they saying right there? You want to make sure you say it clearly and loud and proud. All right. Couple more ones here left. These fun tongue twisters that I have used in the past, and some of the ones that I've just sort of made up over time. So how about this one I use as a vocal warm-up? And it's a tongue twister with the letter M. So we're going to say, Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. This is a popular one. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. So here we go. Let's sing. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Your turn. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. All right, and next we're going to say the same thing, just a little bit higher in our voice range. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Your turn. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. One last one, even going higher. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Your turn. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. And we can keep going higher and higher and higher, but we're not gonna, because we gotta make sure we get more of these fun tongue twisters in. Are you having fun with these tongue twisters? These ones that twist up your tongue and really try to trip you up. We just have to stay focused and concentrate on what we're saying and break the sentences down in the phrases into small little tidbits rather than just saying the whole thing at once. I notice that that is what helps me when I really try to focus on anything, whether that's remembering an entire song lyric for an entire song or just parts of songs. I break it down into little chunks and then I kind of add them all together at the end to put them into full sentences, and then an entire verse and the chorus, and then before you know it, you remember an entire song just by piecing it together piece by piece. It's like putting a musical puzzle together. All right, so our last tongue twister. Man, I'm walking uphill right now, and so it's a little bit challenging to do these tongue twisters walking uphill on a 90-degree day. All right, our last one, our last tongue twister. What letter do you think it's going to be? Because we've worked on L, M, P, S, right? Lots of different other ones that exist in there, some other tongue twisters. What about the letter T? We're going to revolve this around a musical instrument. Tiny Tim tunes a tambourine. Tiny Tim tunes a tambourine. Tiny Tim tunes a tambourine, a trumpet, and a trombone. Whoa. Tiny Tim tunes a tambourine, a trumpet, and a trombone. Tiny Tim tunes a tambourine, a trumpet, and a trombone. Wow. And a tuba. Tiny Tim tunes a tambourine, a trumpet, a trombone, and a tuba. That's a lot of instruments, huh? What about and a tom drum? Tiny Tim tunes a tambourine, a trumpet, a trombone, a tuba, and a tom drum. Whew, that's a lot. We bring all that up because sometimes we can add on to things. And why not work with that letter T? It's almost like singing Sister Susie sitting on a thistle from the Christmas song. All I want for Christmas is my two front teeth, right? Sister Susie sitting on a thistle. It's very hard to say that because it's a lot of S's and T's and TH's that go right on top of one another. So it's another tongue twister as well. Thanks so much for tuning in on this fun and hopefully educational way of thinking about piecing song lyrics together and using it as a fun vocal warm-ups to challenge yourself in a good way. See if you could really think about what you're saying before you're going to say it and break it down. Do it slowly but surely, and then work your way to working it faster to see how good you can do this without making a mistake. All is good. Thanks so much for tuning in. Peace and love again, and we'll see you next time for who knows what. You never know what to expect when you come here, and that's the beauty of what we like to put out here. Today's a vocal session. Who knows what next time will be? Maybe it'll be a guitar. Maybe it'll be piano. Maybe it'll be singing songs on a whole bunch of different instruments that we can play along with in the studio. All good. Have a good one. Bye-bye.